Hey y'all, I am back and with some natural light. And this is the Real Housewives of New Jersey, episode 3. Let's get into it. So nothing has really happened so far. The girls are still in Lake George. Melissa's downstairs, she's cooking breakfast. And we see that Marge's friend finally got a speaking role, so she's talking. And now we're with Margaret and she's talking to her husband on the phone saying, why can't Teresa just apologize to Jackie? I mean, everybody on this show knows that Teresa is, I was about to curse, they know that she's not the sharpest tool in the box. They know she's hard-headed and stubborn, and people just put up with it because she's the star of the show. Wow, Margaret's work. I think I might compliment Margaret's plastic surgery every single episode. Like, she has minimal makeup on, and she still looks good. Girl, that is some good work. I gotta say, Melissa, that food looks really good. If it's one thing Melissa knows how to do, is get pregnant and cook. And that's why Joe Gorga loves us so much. So as the ladies all gather downstairs for breakfast, they're talking to Teresa. And of course, Margaret brings up, it feels weird without Jackie being here. And then Teresa says that she slept on it, and she says she's not calling Jackie. She already apologized to her. Well, producers remind us that she kind of did apologize to her, but I mean, was it really sincere? Okay, so now Dolores, I guess, has a different opinion on the Jackie situation. I thought she was in Jackie's corner, but now she's saying, well, Jackie's being too emotional about it. I mean, again, Jackie made a great analogy. You see how emotional Teresa brought on when she said Gia was doing coke. So, I mean, come on. She had a reason to be angry. And plus, Teresa was maliciously going around the party spreading this rumor and not telling Jackie. She told everybody but Jackie. Like, if we recall, Jackie had to call Teresa about it. Teresa never told her about it. She told everybody else. And Melissa surprisingly has the same sentiment as I do. Like, oh, we still talking about this? This is a dead horse right now. The girl isn't here. Let's wait till they talk about it. Personally, if I was Jackie, I would feel offended that everyone knew that I was right, but no one was sticking up for me. So the ladies about to start their day, and look at Teresa in a good mood. This is what usually happens when she gets her way and no one tells her anything about herself. So we find out from all the ladies that all their spouses are going to have a guy's night out. And again, production, can y'all please stop showing Marge's husband throw up? I don't want to see it. Okay, we 10 minutes in. I'm getting kind of bored because everyone's getting along. Need to change that. So the ladies are at dinner, and then Teresa lets us know that her house that she's been in for quite a while, I think that's their second home, she's putting it up for market and she's selling it. Well, I guess that makes sense because, I mean, that is a big ass house and Gia already moved out, so maybe she does need to downsize. Does anybody notice whenever all the housewives are at a restaurant, like, they have to show what they're ordering, like they have to? I think that's how they're able to film in restaurants or something like that. Ooh, they having a long ass conversation about kids, and y'all know how I feel about kids. Melissa makes the statement that she doesn't miss her kids at all. And someone pointed out on Twitter, which was a really good point, like, didn't last season she said that she wanted to have another baby? So the ladies have finished dinner and now they're headed to the dock to get on this boat, a tiki boat. So basically it's like a tiki bar on a boat. It looks really fun. That's something I want to do. So they're all having a good time on the boat, and it's Dolores' idea for Teresa to make a prank phone call to Melissa's husband that she got a number from the manager. This basically came from when they were at dinner and they were talking about how Joe told Teresa to lie for him that they weren't at a strip club to Melissa. Are we really playing pranks on people about cheating right now, given the situation that's happened? And a special fuck you to Bravo producers for putting that in the trailer, making us think that Melissa was cheating on Joe. Stop misleading people like that. Wow, they are really cackling at this prank they're doing to Joe right now. Knowing how Joe is on this show and how he treats Melissa like a cave woman, I mean, if I was Melissa, I would be concerned. So now Joe is texting Teresa back, and I mean, who wouldn't believe Teresa? I mean, she absolutely hates Melissa, and she would definitely like to see her not with her brother anyway. So then he tells Teresa to call her, and now she's on speaker with him in front of all the ladies. And Teresa knows it's a joke, but she's kind of enjoying telling Joe that Melissa is cheating on him. Melissa is surprised that Joe believes. Are you serious? I mean, come on. Okay, now Teresa, you need to stop now and let him know that it's a joke before he starts saying shit on camera that probably him or Melissa don't want to happen. But she's really enjoying lying to her brother right now. So yeah, Teresa finally tells Joe it's a joke, and he's like, y'all are corny for that. And he says in the confessional that he definitely believed her. Like I said, like he should believe his sister. Because I'm pretty sure if that did happen, Teresa would be so enthusiastic to tell Joe. So the ladies get home and it looks like they're tired, but Teresa, she's like, who wants some rosé? Like, wow. Oh yeah, they're clearly drunk right now. Melissa just pulled down Margaret's blouse and showed her titties. And Margaret has not pulled up her blouse. She has not. Okay, so we're halfway through this episode. It's kind of giving me Basketball Wives tea, but just slightly more interesting. But ain't that much stuff happening. So next scene we're with Dolores and Jennifer. And Jennifer's just telling Dolores like how glad she is that her and Melissa are in a better place now. Only to let her know that she found out some rumor about Melissa's husband. So she says that Teresa's friend, who was at Jackie's party, I'm guessing she's going to be the new friend of the show as well, they were talking and she said that her husband has not been paid by Joe Gorga. So Dolores warns her like, girl, she's right in the bathroom next to me. Like, you sure you just don't want to tell her? So she decides not to tell Melissa, but they go in another room to continue talking about it. So Jennifer says she's telling Dolores this because of what she saw Teresa did to Jackie. Like, she said they just made up. She doesn't want any type of drama with Melissa. Okay, girl, sure you don't. But Dolores tells her, yeah, don't ruin the moment right now. But if it was her and it was an issue involving Frank, she said she would want to know. She encourages her to tell Melissa, but don't tell her right now. Oh my goodness. So it looks like the next few minutes is going to be dedicated to the spouses of the housewives. So Joe Gorga is going to be hosting like a game night for all the guys, and I believe everyone's going except for Jackie's husband. I love how Jennifer's husband is now like a good sport, because last season he definitely did not like Joe Gorga, but now like he's actually showing up to film. And of course, Dolores' actual boyfriend doesn't attend the guys' night, but it's gonna be Frank. I feel like Jersey is the only cast where they give the husbands this much screen time. Oh goodness, so now the guys brought up Jackie versus Teresa, and then Marge's husband spills some tea saying, well, I've actually heard of that rumor too. And Joe Gorga's gonna run to Melissa with that. Oh, so the plot thickens. So Marge's husband says, yeah, so there's a lot of women in my house and people be talking. I can hear all of it. So that means Marge heard about the rumors way before Teresa. Does anyone notice the sexual tension between Frank and Joe Gorga? Is it just me? Because, oh my God, they get very physical with each other any chance they can get. So we're back with the ladies and they're all downstairs, but Margaret and Melissa, they're out on the patio, and again, they're talking about Jackie. So they decide to call her on FaceTime to see how she's doing. And she says that her husband is very, very pissed. And what he wants is Teresa to say that it was bullshit. And that's all that Jackie wants. Now, does Jackie really think that Teresa is going to call her husband and apologize and say what she said wasn't true? Well, we did find out that Teresa is attracted to him, so she might do it. You never know. Unfortunately, this is the only way Jackie says that her and Teresa can move forward. So now Melissa's trying to tell Jackie, well, you might soften it over if you just apologize to Teresa for making the analogy about Gia, and Jackie definitely says no to that. Jackie is very adamant about not apologizing to Teresa, so it looks like they're going to be at a stalemate. Teresa thinks she shouldn't apologize because she said she apologized already. Jackie says, well, Teresa owes my husband an apology, so she needs to talk to him, and then we're good. So Margaret and Melissa go back inside to join the ladies, and Teresa nosy as hell. She asks, oh, so what y'all were doing? And instead of Margaret just saying, oh, we were just talking and enjoying the fresh air, Margaret brings up that we were talking to Jackie. And she was saying that, it's really her husband that's the one that's upset. And then Teresa just rolls her eyes at this. She was just saying Jackie is a weakling, and she probably has some inkling that her husband is cheating on her. That's why she has this type of reaction. And Marge also reminds us in her confessional that Teresa was about to blow up on Kim J, Kim G, Kim Z, or whatever her name was, when she was talking about how her husband was fooling around on her. So Teresa's being a major hypocrite right now. But I wish Margaret would bring that up to her and not in the confessional. And as Margaret's trying to defend Jackie to Teresa, Teresa's just getting increasingly angry right now and like, why y'all keep fucking bringing it up? I'm about to blow my casket. And that's when everyone laughs because Teresa is a moron. And she used that phrase incorrectly, obviously. I mean, it's gasket, but yeah, at least it lightens the mood right now that Teresa is an idiot. I mean, Teresa being an idiot always lightens the mood. But after that, Teresa says, fuck Jackie. That's the last thing I'm gonna ever tell her again. So then Melissa and Marge just tell her, listen, if you just call up her husband, let her know, yeah, you heard the rumor, but there's no evidence and you don't believe it, it'll be done. Teresa's like, fuck no, fuck her. And it looks like Jackie won't be around the group. I mean, I don't understand now how she gives Teresa that much power. Now Teresa says, if she apologizes about my daughter, then I'll call her husband. Melissa and Margaret let the ladies know, yeah, we told Jackie that maybe if you just apologize for the analogy, Teresa will apologize. And she said, absolutely not. And all the ladies' faces are cracked because I'm guessing they thought Jackie would just, apologize for that. Here Dolores go up Teresa's ass now saying, why can't Jackie just apologize? Now, girl, Dolores, if there was a rumor about Frank eating Joe Gorga's ass or cheating on you or making you look stupid or fucking your boyfriend, you would be angry, okay? Well, at least Melissa is holding her accountable right now. She's like, you were 100% wrong. And then Teresa says, well, I just told some of my friends and my family. And then surprisingly, Jennifer chimes in. She was like, well, actually, you told everybody. And Teresa cannot believe that all the ladies are at this again. She feels attacked. Teresa has a tantrum now. She gets up from the table with her wine glass, of course. She brings that with her. And she just goes downstairs and says, fuck everybody. Y'all acting like some assholes right now for holding your ass accountable. Well, at least the episode picked up because it was going real slow at first. So Melissa goes after Teresa in her room and Teresa says, I don't want to talk to you. It's 5 against 1 right now. Fuck y'all. Wow, so everyone just goes to Teresa's room now. I love the hold that she has on all these women. So Teresa doesn't get the point, and I guess it just ends there. So either it's in Jackie's hands now. Like either she can come around the ladies or not, because they're not going to hold Teresa accountable. They showed they hold Danielle accountable last season, but that's another thing. Child, they all drinking together like none of that just happened. Oh, so now all the ladies are having a good time now. They're all around the fire. Oh, I'm having a good time now that Teresa isn't mad. So yeah, this episode ends with them around the fire, getting along, and then afterward they playfully run inside because they think they heard something in the bushes. Decent episode. It was scaring me at first because I was really bored the first 30 minutes. Looking at the preview for next week, I'm intrigued. I'm interested. At least Jackie's still filming, but it looks like there's still going to be a Lake George next week. I mean, this is what Housewives is during the pandemic, I guess. This is more entertaining than Atlanta, so... Anywho, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I will see y'all this week for Married to Medicine. Can't wait for that. And another episode of Poli Side Eye. So I will see y'all soon. Bye.